Hello everybody, welcome back to this Suikoden full walkthrough. Looks like we're just arriving on the island of Nay. Looks like. Sure, we've got very, very important business. I don't know. I don't even know where we are. I think, yeah, I'm gonna make a little trip here to the chief's house. I think we're supposed to be here anyway. Okay. Don't try to involve me in some strange commotion. Oh, okay. So it looks like you gotta keep, I guess just keep talking to him a couple of times. So the old guy makes a point. I mean, he's like, well, okay, so, you know, essentially, if we join you, you know, we're most likely going to get some backlash from the Kuluk. And he's basically saying, what are you going to offer us to help us out? And then you have essentially no option. You have nothing to say to him. I guess, you know, I guess I'd never really thought about it, but this would be quite the undertaking if you're trying to unify all these. I mean, essentially, you're trying to unify all these islands, and you know, you're using these old school ships. It's a pretty tough thing to do. You know, and any force that you'd be able to amass would be, you know, still split between. You know, what would you do? Well, I mean, I guess if you had your army floating around on your ships, which I guess would be kind of more like a navy, huh? And you know, again, so the Kuluk could really pick any place to attack. You know, as long as you weren't there. So if they had any intel on you, you know, it could be a pretty big problem. And again, I think the village chief is right to question, you know, more or less question your, I don't know, your ideals. You know, he's like he said, you know, it's great to have that kind of idea, but, you know, have you thought about the other, I guess, issues that kind of go along with it? But here is Kevin and Pam, and I believe Kevin and Pam are actually the cooks. I think I was a little... I may have, maybe in the other video, I think I mentioned that... Oh, who were the other two people? There's another, like, older couple that was on Obel, or the island of Obel. And I may have thought originally that they were the cooks, and they're not. I don't know quite what I was thinking there. But, Pam and Kevin are. And what that means is, now, I don't remember which one of them, but there's a couple of different characters that will, you know, as far as support characters anyway, that will essentially make enemies drop cooking items after combat. And I don't remember which ones those were, and honestly, I never really did it. Being just because I didn't really feel like the food items were that great or even, you know, needed at all in this, because, you know, honestly, there's tons of potions. Well, I shouldn't say tons of potions. There's you know, just because of the whole mega medicine. So again, you know, I guess I just didn't really see the point of it. Alright, so we're gonna swap Reinbach in here. I don't really know why. Maybe to recruit somebody, I guess would be a guess. Magnificent special rune. I don't remember that attack. I don't know. For some reason I'm not really thinking that the red rose rune or the attack with that rune was all that powerful. So maybe that's why I kind of feeling like it didn't really, or I guess it just didn't really impress me much. I don't know what that guy's rumor is, but usually I didn't bother with any of the rumors that the traders have unless it was the one in was it Nay? No, not Nay. Nanal or whatever island. Basically the spot that I always bought my pearls from. And then I would, you know, activate the rumor, run to, or drive the ship to Mordo, or teleport now, I guess, in this case. Alright, so what are we even doing here? Just running around aimlessly? And why did I have Reinbach? Why did I even take that guy? Guess I could probably look at the recruitment guide to see, I guess, what I was thinking. I don't know. Again, I don't really know why I would have taken him unless it was for the specifics of recruiting someone. Oh, here I missed. This is Eugene, and I missed him actually a couple of videos ago. If I remember right, we could have actually recruited him quite some time ago. So now we're just finally gonna go and take care of that. So yeah, Eugene here was actually recruitable before we even recruited Kevin and Pam there. You know, and again, I guess I was just, I don't know if I must have just forgot him as I was on my way off of this island. He's, you know, essentially he's recruitable after you get Axel. And Selma there was recruitable on the docks, which, now that I think about it, that sounds kind of bad. But anyways, I realize now why I put Reinbach in my group. Basically, after making your alliance with Nay there, and, you know, obviously recruiting Kevin and Pam, if you go to Middleport there and talk to the guy beside the trading shop. Wow, shop, yes. He'll tell you about I don't know, what was it, like Reinbach's arranged marriage, or the arranged marriage that his father was trying to push on him, I suppose. And here is where the bride is at. Now, I don't know that it matters or not when you speak to the guy in Middleport. I don't know if you have to have Reinbach with you or not. I guess you may as well be safe and just stick him in your party. But then, when you come back here to Nanal, Reinbach definitely has to be in your group. And you'll get to this, you'll have this little scene with the thugs. And Millet, again, now, I pretty much want to just group her with everybody else, in that I don't really know if she's decent or not. I have no idea. If I remember right, though, she's part of a, what is it, if it's a three-person attack, like I think it's the beauty attack or something like that. I don't know, I don't remember. It's one of those combo attacks. Again, I never bothered. Hoofda. There is one more person that we can recruit here. Here in Nanal. You have to have the actual orders to liberate Razerol, though, so we'll see here if I actually have the or if I've progressed far enough in the story, or I guess activated the correct dialogue. And Kika does work. I wonder what runes I had her equipped with. Probably the... no. Oh, I thought I was going to actually go in and look at it, but no, that was not the case. Oh, well. Reinbach is kind of a noble, right? Should probably equip him with the noble set. Makes sense to me. He dresses like one, I suppose. I was just checking if I had any, or if I could buy any pearls. It's always a good idea, I think, whenever you're there. They're at Nanao, anyway. Mitsuba. Oh, yeah. Actually, to recruit the next character, you have to have Mitsuba in the party. So that's why I swapped Mitsuba in and Reinbach out. Reinbach is done for the time being. And here is the actual scene that you have to activate. So you have to step into the war room to get these, you know, essentially the orders to liberate Razril. And that is, you know, again, that is the requirement to recruit the next character here. So hopefully I go and take care of that right away. You know, I tried, again, now I didn't succeed, especially in the case of Eugene there. I tried, though, to get or recruit all the characters as early as I could. But here it looks like we're on the right track. So the requirements, again, make sure that you have the orders there from oh my god, Eleanor, there to essentially liberate Razril. And then put Mitsuba in your party. And then go back to Nanao Square. Oh my gosh, Jean is just a beast right now. I must have stuck like a bunch of strength. Well, I mean, I guess I've got the whatchamacallit. Oh wow, Maxine's here too. Okay, well let's take care of this fight too. I forgot about Maxine being here. Again, this is one of, I believe it's three fights that you have to take care of in order to recruit Maxine. I don't know if it felt like she got any tougher, you know, with subsequent fights. I would sure assume, but again, not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. I guess it's always kind of one of those things where if you can't beat her, well, you know, level up a bit, maybe get some new runes, and try again. Well, that seemed pretty easy. I don't know. That was quite a bit different from the... I think I had footage at one point of her destroying me. It might have been here even, which would have made that the other or original playthrough. I don't know. Seems weird though. Maybe it wasn't here. Maybe I'm imagining things. Anyways, here's Jeremy, and I don't know if you actually... I don't think you have to recruit Melee first, but he does have a little dialogue there. Oh, maybe I was... Was I mistaken here about... Okay, maybe he was talking about Mitsuba, actually, instead. Okay, well, there's Jeremy. Yeah, I may have been... it seemed like he was... Yeah, I think I just read some dialogue wrong there. I don't think he's... I don't think recruiting him had anything to do with Melee. I think he was actually referring to Mitsuba. Which would make more sense, since she has to be in your group in order, and obviously has a little dialogue with him in order to recruit him. So, again, my bad. I don't think he had anything to do with Melee. I think it was all Mitsuba there. Alright, what am I doing? Shuffling people around here? I don't know why, why'd I put Jeremy in my group? Maybe I was checking if he had anything good to rob. I'm all about swiping people's gear, apparently. The only person I can really actually think of off the top of my head that had anything like significant when they are recruited was Rita. And she's got that, I think it's like the blue ribbon or something like that. You know, it'll heal you a little bit at the end of each combat round, but I don't know. It's not that great. It's okay, but I guess it's kind of cool because it's unique, I suppose. And if I remember right, I don't think you can get more than one of those per playthrough. I think that's a one-time deal. And then I don't think it carries over to New Game Plus, which, you know, again, I don't know, probably not that big of a deal. I mean, they're kind of cool at the beginning of the game, just because of that little bit of extra, you know, heal at the end of the rounds. But again, that, you know, when it's such a tiny heal, I think it feels like it gets outclassed pretty, or becomes less useful quite quick. Unless it's a percentage heal that I don't, you know, that could be more useful. You know, because as you get more health, then it would heal you for more. But again, I don't know how that, or if that's how it works. I would sure think, because again, you know, if it didn't, that would be really crummy. At the end of the game, you know, if you're only getting healed for like 7 health at the end of every combat round, that is not good at all. But anyway, so here's Maxine again. I feel like I already beat her here. I think, yeah, I think I must have beat her in my original playthrough earlier. And now this is, again, so this is the actual, like, second, yeah, this is the second playthrough, so it's looking like these are just old fights that I essentially, on my second playthrough, I just skipped and did them much later on in the game, which was probably a good idea because she can pack a punch. She's got some really strong runes, and, you know, if you don't take her down fast enough, she can really bring the pain. Well, sleepy time, yep. It's a good idea too. I think I burned a ton of spells. Or at least Jean's tier 4 spells, that's for sure. Just taking down Maxine there. I got some crummy stuff in the net, unfortunately. I guess again, you know, now that we've got the cook, we could take all that stuff to the cook and have him make us up some food. You know, I don't know if that's what I'll end up doing here or not, but I guess we'll see. It's looking like not. Oh yes, checking on the cultivation room. Alright, we're just about to harvest, so this is what I usually do again. You know, I always like to save right before I harvest. Got a mesh room, alright. I'm hoping here pretty soon I'll get to the Suikoden 1 style battle. I know I have footage of one of those at least at some point. You know, again, and that's the method of getting to that is you know, growing 3 mushrooms or 3 mints right in a row. Again, they have to be in a row, so you can't grow like 2 mushrooms and then 1 mint. You know, it has to be essentially back to back. So mushroom, 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 boom, boom, boom. And there, did I see that? I have 13 ocean rune pieces. That's seems to be quite a bit. I don't know why I didn't just use those. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I should have, because those things are pretty nice. What is it? Something like range, and then like armor or something like that. And is it movement? I think is what you can upgrade. I don't remember. And I don't remember. I know you can upgrade. I believe it's 3 different aspects of your ship, but I don't remember if And I want to say that that certain ones take more ocean rune pieces than others. Like, say, for example, movement, I think, takes more. So, like, you know, if you want to try to upgrade your armor, it's probably only one ocean rune piece or whatever. And then I think the movement takes 2 or 3. Which, you know, again, obviously, so you'll see from the rest of the game, I don't believe I upgraded any aspect of my ships at all. And that's the other thing to know. It's not, or when you upgrade the ship, you are upgrading only one of the ships at a time, and you'll end up getting, is it 3 or is it 4? I think it's a total of 4 ships at the end of the game. So, you know, you could, I guess, stick all of them on one ship, or, you know, disperse them evenly among all the ships. Again, I didn't do it at all, so I guess that, you know, proves you don't necessarily need to. It's not a bad idea, though. I don't know. Again, I really don't know why I didn't bother. I don't know. I think I just wanted to collect them and see how many I'd end up with at the end, maybe. And I don't know if they carry over or not from New Game Plus. I have a feeling that they don't.
It's a Kuluk fleet.
It kind of seems like one of the things that wouldn't carry over, you know? So, I guess if I was to make a recommendation, I wouldn't hoard them like that. Or like I did. Let's go. I don't know if you can turn around there or not once you initiate that scene. I'm not sure. But let's take care of this. Alright, so what do we have here? One's got lightning and earth, the next's got fire and wind, and then what's the final one? A wind and an earth? So here I've got Haruto as the captain, Michael, Mitsuba, Rita, Kenneth. I don't know, that doesn't seem like a very good combination of fighters. Kenneth has got a, unless I took his rune off, Kenneth has a lightning rune. He's pretty well suited for a rune cannon, but Ted there, so it looks like I must have put an earth rune on Ted. Mother Earth, I would sure assume. Katarina, so I got Katarina here with the water. I'm guessing, well, water's good against fire, and earth is good against lightning, obviously. So yeah, so if we get into a shootout with the first ship there on the far left, Ted's gonna use the cannon. If we end up in a shootout with the middle ship, it'll be, oh boy, now I missed who I had. Who did I have there for with the water rune? Say Katarina. Yeah, I think it was Katarina. And then we got Kate and Selma there. Now this is just kind of like the Grishin. I didn't expect to do much actual fighting with that. And since the Grishin starts off on the left, I wanted to have 2 good cannons for taking on the ship there on the left, and then the one in the middle. You know, I didn't expect the Grishin to get into combat with this ship that just moved, the wind and earth. So we'll see how this all plays out, but why is my ship missing a bunch of health here? Maybe I came into, I don't know what would have done that. Maybe I came into battle with my characters not at full health or something? I don't know, that seems weird. I don't know why that would be the case. Anyways. Oh, we have a surprise ship here. Okay. So actually, the ship on the far right essentially defected and joined our team, which obviously swung the odds extremely in our favor. Here we're firing at the bow of the ship, so it doesn't even matter what one I fire. I guess actually what I should have done was looked at who had the most damage. And I can't reach that far ship, unfortunately. So we're gonna fire on this one instead. Now, here again is the great thing about our main ship is that it's got multiple cannons. So even if you're not in a perfect line of fire, if you're, you know, basically one square away from your normal firing range, you can still hit the ship that you're trying to fire at. So pretty cool, pretty OP actually. It's a pretty huge advantage. It's looking like you can't. Yeah, you can't pick what cannon fires on that on the Razorol ship. So I guess you just hope that, you know, they'll. Well, essentially, really, it doesn't matter if that ship sinks or not. The only thing that it's really providing is a really good distraction. Here they got that ship got a good shot off on my main ship because obviously we're not firing in the right, we're pointing in the right direction, I guess. And here I think I'm just, oh yeah, I went for the other ship. I thought that was a better idea than potentially taking more shots. Granted, so that other ship only needs one more shot from the Grisham to take it down, and I was actually a little concerned about that ship being at full health. I think that's why I decided to. It's looking like I decided to fire at it anyway. We'll see here. Looks like kind of stalled out for some reason. I think maybe it was a pretty tactical decision here. I didn't see what or how much that ship actually did as far as damage to me, but you know, I think I started like what 20 or 30 health down. So that would have put us around 70-ish, and we're at 41, so at least 29 damage or something like that. I don't know. Could have taken a little bit more damage, but whatever. So here we're going to fire the water cannon, which we have better range than that ship, so they can't even fire back. So it didn't even matter. Didn't even matter what they... yeah, couldn't fire. So anyways. Here, let's see how much Kate does here. Kate does 37. Okay, so it looked to me like Selma did actually more damage than Kate did. So I'm curious. I didn't see what either of their ratings were, but I'm pretty sure anyway that Selma took off like 40 damage and Kate only did 37. So whatever. But anyways, this is, you know, obviously this is already over. You know, as long as you fire the water cannon there. There was no way that we would end up taking any more damage from that ship. You know, again, unless we would have fired the wrong cannon.
Damn it. It has come to
All
this.
right. Helmet is defeated.
Lost. We surrender. I do not want either of us to suffer any more losses. Will you take charge of my men? I do not care what you do with me. I am prepared to meet.
So Helmet here is a pretty good or a respectable commander.
Very well.
You know, he's like basically, I don't care what happens to me, just
essentially
essentially spare my
I
men.
suppose that is nothing but an excuse. It is probably too late to atone for what I've done.
And obviously he
Please,
expresses some
let us join you in
some
battle.
regret there at invading Razorol, but anyway, so he joins. It's always a good thing. The more the merrier, eh? And here, obviously, we have the reunion with Jewel and Paula. Or, you know, potentially any combination of the four characters. Basically, it's whoever you didn't pick at the very beginning of the game to go with you. That's who you'll, you know, have the reunion with. So there you have it. Basically, you know, they just want to know if you killed Glenn or not. Which we obviously did not. Okay, so let's get back to the whole. Oh, here we go. Nice. I like the warrior orb. I think that ends up, or I think I end up buying those for people, if I remember right. Anyway, we'll see. Well, I think I bought one, and then I didn't end up equipping it. So we'll see if I actually put my money where my mouth is and. If I really do like it, you would sure think that I put it on somebody, so we'll see. But anyways, I wanted to get back to the whole ocean rune piece here, but it looks like it takes one ocean rune piece to up the ship's mobility or armor, and then actually you can use 5 pieces to increase your shooting distance. So, I don't know, of all of the... I don't know. Armor is kind of who really cares? I think you can do more with mobility and shooting distance. You know, if you could really boost up your shooting distance and mobility, you could essentially potentially stay out of range while still be able to actually attack another ship. But again, I've never actually tricked out a ship that much to see if that is actually the case or not, so I guess take that info with a grain of salt. That's Frederica. I think that's how you say her name. She's recruitable in a little bit. Not quite yet. But we're going to cruise around Razril here, check out the armor shop. Again, now all of these shops here have definitely upgraded inventories from the beginning of the game. You know, there was, I mean, really, the beginning of the game, all this stuff really is kind of garbage. Or the armor that the shop has is not good. But now at the end here, it's okay. In all honesty, I pretty much just buy those items just so I can have one of everything, you know, just to, I guess, to see what I can get, but, you know, I don't know. The bargain items is really where it's at. I think there's some pretty decent bargains in town, so you'll always want to check those out. But anyways, I think this video is pretty much going to come to a close here, so let's, I guess I'll just wrap it up. Pretty soon here we're going to be doing some recruiting, and I guess we'll just jump into that in the next video. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, but hope these guides are helpful, and hope you join me for more. Alright, thanks for watching.